Hey guys! So today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different. We're going to talk a little bit about YouTube success. What that means for me, what it could mean for you. I'm going to try and be as open as possible and, really try and share as much as I can. The reason I actually decided to do this video is because I recently reached 75,000 subscribers on my channel, and we just reached 90,000 subscribers on Daily Bumps. It's just a crazy number. I don't know if we can really put that into perspective, how many people that really is, but all I know is I grew up in a town of 5,000 people and I have 75,000 of those people on my channel, which is just a crazy number. Once we reach that number, like a lot of people are always asking, how are you so successful on YouTube? It's really important to know what success really means to you. Being successful is different to every single person. When I started YouTube, I made that goal to, reach out to women and find support for myself. And when I was able to do that, I felt as though I was successful on YouTube. And I think that it doesn't necessarily mean having a large subscriber count. So shortly after, I decided, what if I could make money on YouTube and maybe be a stay-at-home mom? And when I reached that goal, I was successful in my mind. And I think that, having good goals for your channel is really, really important. I don't think that you should ever start a YouTube channel with the intention of being big on YouTube or making lots of money and being a full-time YouTuber. That can't really be your goal. You have to love YouTube. You have to want to make videos and be on YouTube, and it shouldn't be about the money, which I just think that is a really, really, really important thing to remember. Obviously, there's no one way to being successful on YouTube. What worked for me isn't necessarily going to work for you, and definitely didn't work for that person. So I can give you like a couple tips that I think worked for me. I think that there are certain things that do help. So number one, I think that it's really important to be consistent on YouTube and be committed. Being committed is just, really loving it, giving it that TLC that it really needs, but also creating consistent content. Number two, I think it's really, really important to be authentic. So being real, I think that the camera can really see when you're not real, when you don't really care about what you're talking about. If I am talking about gaming, then it's probably going to come through the video that either one, I don't know what I'm talking about, or two, I don't really care what I'm talking about, and it's not going to be real and people aren't going to care about it. They're not going to want to watch it. So being authentic and being real is really, really important. I think it's also why we watch YouTube, is to see real people. So number three, I think it's really important to communicate with your viewers and other YouTubers. It's kind of being like a virtual social butterfly, really, replying to those messages, talking to people. Obviously you can't reply to everyone sometimes, especially depending on how large you are. I just think it's really important to have that relationship with your viewers. If you don't have a relationship with them, they're not going to really care about, what you're doing. All right, and number four is a little bit artificial, and I don't want it to sound fake, but I think it is important to have a good look overall. So having like consistent thumbnails, profile pictures, and your banner. I just think that when someone looks at your channel, they should, look at it and be like, wow, these people look really cool, or they look really interesting, or I want to watch more videos. It should be like appealing to the eye, and they should look at it and just looks cool. If it doesn't look nice, you're gonna tend to probably just skim past it. Obviously, you don't have to have that. It's not something that's necessary, but I think that it helps some people to just have that look, I get asked all the time, how can I make money on YouTube? And it's really hard to answer that. And I can't really tell you how much money I do make because I am under contract. I can't really disclose that information. Not to mention, it's just kind of tacky to be like, oh, I make this much money. But I can say that, YouTube has obviously been a great success for me and my husband. We're both full-time YouTubers at this point, and it's crazy the amount of opportunities that we've been given because of YouTube. The number one way to make money on YouTube is obviously through your views. How many views do you make per video or per month? That's the main way to make money, and it's important to remember that depending on how many videos you have on your channel is going to determine how many views you're getting. Just because I get 30,000 views per video. Because we have, you know, 400 other videos on the channel, those are constantly getting viewed, and so those are constantly racking up views. Number 2 way to make money is through brand deals. Obviously, you can also, number 3 is sell merch, songs, books, shirts, just all kinds of different merchandise that you can sell. There's a lot of different ways to make money. Basically, it's really hard to say how much you can make from YouTube. It just kind of depends on your channel, who you are, how you work. So next, I'm going to briefly kind of touch on the pros and cons to YouTube. And this is where I really want to be able to open up and really talk to you guys about it, because there are cons, and I want to be able to open my heart and really talk. So the pros are crazy. Okay, so number 1, we build this crazy community of people that are just so supportive and that we support and we care about and they care about us. Crazy community that is really cool. So number 2 is the friendships that we've made on YouTube. It's really cool how you can create such a bond with people that you haven't even maybe met in person. I have like a best friend mommy that I met from YouTube, and we literally talk every single day. Our sons were both born just like 2 days apart, and we talk all the time, and I met her from YouTube, and that's huge. I think creating friendships is just the coolest thing, and I think that that's just something that you probably wouldn't have met them any other way. I think that YouTube just brings people together in really, really cool ways. Number 3, I think most importantly, is you're preserving memories. Not to mention, we create even more memories because we vlog every day. We do things that you wouldn't normally do in everyday life because we're like, oh, we got a vlog to do. Let's do something cool or something fun. And so we wouldn't have necessarily even had those memories, but we created memories and we're preserving those memories. And I think that's just the coolest thing. I think number 4 is just having a hobby. It's kind of this creative outlet for us, and it's just really, really neat. And I think that these are just some amazing pros that not a lot of people get the opportunity to discover. So obviously the cons, they're kind of pretty self-explanatory. There have been times where you get really down about, you know, things that are said about you and the things that are going on that you just want to just like, I'm done, I don't want to do it. I think that you have to determine whether or not you can really handle that part of YouTube. You have to have a thick skin. You have to be able to get past it. And I think that for me, I constantly am putting things into perspective. So putting the numbers into perspective. So for instance, the amount of people that care about us and support us is just crazy. Like I said, there's 75,000 people subscribed to my channel. The amount of people that don't like us is so minimal, you know. It's nothing compared to the amount of people that care about you. And so sometimes you have to really put those numbers into perspective, put all your pros into perspective. So remembering, like, what am I doing? I'm creating these amazing memories. I'm creating friendships. I'm creating community with people. You have to always feel proud about yourself, and you have to look in the mirror and be like, wow, I'm so proud of the things that I'm doing, and that's important. Feel proud, love what you do. When you do, you're like blown away by the amount of support that is really there for you. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I feel like I had so much to say, and I even feel like there's more I could say. Let me know if you guys did enjoy this video, if I should talk more about my feelings about YouTube. I feel like this is just a whole new generation of people and what we're doing, and sometimes we as humans have to just take those risks, do those things that people don't normally do, you know, and sometimes it's really worth it. And that's kind of what happened for me and Brian. We took a risk, we jumped in, and it's just been this crazy roller coaster. It's been so much fun, and we can't wait to keep going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you did, and leave in the comments below your thoughts on YouTube success. I would love to read those comments. But for now, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Can I blow too? Alright, let's answer the next one, okay? Okay, next question comes from Nicole Adele, and she asks, what is your favorite thing about Brian that you love the most? Ollie, what's your favorite thing about Dada? Brian is honestly, he's so determined. He is someone that